Hey, and welcome back to another episode of the Dented Pucks. My name's Dirk, and as always, I'm joined by my buddy, Josh Snyder. How's it going, man?
Pretty good, pretty good. I emptied and refilled the hot tub, and I cleaned it, and then turned it on, filled it, then turned it on, and turned green again. Kind of like a
Turn green.
reflecting pool. No, I mean I knew what was going to happen because it literally was algae built up in the pipes in the hoses, so I have to blow that out
Ah,
anyway. So it was to be expected, but it's kind of like the hey, I cleaned it, and the mini hope that it was going to turn a little bit brown, but it was just like oh, it's the same color it was. Um, but I
yeah,
mean, that was July. Like, how could I even I didn't even have a chance to get in the hot tub in July. The July was nuts.
yeah.
But yeah, that's why we're here, man, is to recap the showdown. How are you doing out there?
I'm doing good, man. I was a residential counselor for three blind teenagers for the last 6 weeks, and they just flew back to their homes, and great learning experience. But between doing that on the nights and the weekends, and then doing my normal job during the day of training the ITP students, like I've been going right steadily. But I finally got a few minutes on my hands, so we can finally get back to putting these podcasts out.
Oh yeah, man. And we have a bunch ready to hop on too. Steve was supposed to come on, a new one, definitely a new one whose first tournament was supposed to hop on the podcast when we did this. He wasn't able to. He's like, "Oh man, I need to come on." But that's
Yeah,
also like that's the other one is that you're going to see a lot of new names on here. We have a bunch of
yeah, there's a
podcasts that
bunch.
need to happen. I mean, you'll see Mark on there, and he was the last podcast, but there's a bunch of ones that have to happen. And I mean, even Owen's like I tasked Owen with getting the kids together.
Yeah,
Owen would be great by himself, but having the kid, whoever he can scrounge together, because it was before it was Quinn and Quentin, and then we got another one to add to it. And it's just awesome, and it's great that they're connecting too.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, I mean, the July was crazy. We had both conventions and the showdown. Um,
yeah.
yeah,
We've had a lot of stuff going on these past few weeks, few months. So it's been a busy summer.
always is, always is. I talked to my skating the girl who runs the skating school at Central Park today, and I was like, yeah, I was like, we're an off-season sport. I was like, we get ice when ice is cheap. It's just the way it is. March to October, it's our season, and
Yep.
then we are lucky to get hockey practice during the season. Hey
Yeah.
man, at some point I'll be able to bring my team up to Boston or down to DC and play you. Like we're almost at five now. I
All
mean,
right.
it's me, Darren, Rich. We have a new dude, Brandon, who but Buddy Buddy goes first practice in someone else's skates, but like not rentals, actually someone else's skates. He was borrowing. Um, we're doing 2-on-1s, and like out of the same corner, so the defenseman and break out and then 2-on-1. And Brandon's like, "Yeah, I'll play defense against me and Darren," and we're like, "All right, dude." And he hit the pivot. He took one stride back and just eats it. He's sitting there on his ass, and he goes, "No, don't worry about me. Go ahead." And that's where we're like, "All right, dude, you're good. You're in."
Yeah.
Buddy plays soccer still. He's legally blind. He plays soccer. I was like, "How do you do it?" He
Okay.
goes, "I play fullback. I don't really play the ball."
Yeah.
But I mean, it's soccer. If you think about it, it's the same thing in hockey. You know where the ball should be, and you are cutting. It's checking. It's body contact. You are
Yeah.
getting between the player and the ball. And the
Yeah.
same thing as the World Cup just happened. Slide tackling can be ferocious. You got to get the ball first. So if your leg is there and you can trap that ball, you win.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, we're getting a team, and
I used to be super
I
good at
did
slide
tease
tackling.
Dirk. I did tease Dirk with a surprise for him. So I talked to my ticket rep the other day, and he's really pushing me to do another game. And I kind of gave him the like, dude, we can't just be donating money to Devils anymore. Like, there's got to be like a push and pull. Like, I can't be held to a ticket quota to get on the ice. Um, and he's like, well, just let's look at some games and we'll talk back and forth. So Robbie and I were on the phone as I was looking for like Saturday or Sunday afternoon games. Sunday afternoon's more difficult, but a Saturday afternoon game means we can do ice time hopefully afterwards, or we can do either there, or we can go to McKay and do ice, or find ice somewhere.
Hmm.
And it's also possible I could get ice Friday night the night before at Secaucus. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, Robbie. He's like, what? I go, December 19th. It's like 6 days before Christmas. He goes, yeah, it's a little bit that's close to Christmas. And I was like, the Bruins are here at noon on a
No
Saturday.
way. On a Saturday?
And
Yeah.
he's like, dude, that's a great idea. Like the Boston group can come down. I go, wait, it's back to back. He goes, like home and home. I go, no, back to back. They play Saturday at noon and Sunday at 7, which is a weird Sunday game. If you're doing a Saturday afternoon, you think you do a Sunday afternoon.
Wait, the Bruins
But
are playing them two in a row?
the Bruins are in Newark for a Saturday at noon game and a Sunday at
Sunday
7.
at 7.
Now,
Okay.
I intentionally sent a screenshot with the game circled and didn't send it to you because, well, I sent a screenshot.
That
But
wouldn't help me.
I also didn't send it to you because I wanted to keep it a little bit of a surprise. Because
Okay.
immediately, Maxine was like, "Oh, we're free, we're there," and I was like, "Maxine, this was just an idea." But like the hope is that like last time when I shot it to the Devils, they were like, "Oh, there's some ice at the practice facility, so it might be possible there." But that's kind of the hope. And I
So
mean, here's the
are
thing,
you trying to
like.
get on the ice in between periods during the game again? Is that what?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing, Dirk. If we are going to get 5 blind hockey players from from the Boston, whatever the Boston area is, Derek Seats, not a Canadian. Love you, Ian. Not a Canadian. But you, Derek Seats, Gianna, and please don't adopt him yet. You got to have 5. Keith, there's your 5th. Keith,
Okay.
Keith, you better last 3 minutes. Um, but no, but think about it. Like, how awesome of a promotion would that be? It
That'd be
literally is Boston versus the Devils team.
that'd be awesome.
And I mean, 3 minutes, and then we can hopefully get ice there. We can maybe get ice. There's, me and ice, I can get ice.
Yeah.
But I saw that slot, and I was like, and Robbie's like, and I was like, oh, Dirk. I was like, wait, when's Dirk's birthday? And I was like, oh,
December
that's right. It's
9th.
like the week before. Yeah. That's
Close
why I said
enough,
something
man.
about your birthday. So
Hey, it's Christmas early. That's all I care.
yeah, there you go.
All
No, and I
right.
thought like that's a cool idea. But here's the other end of it, Dirk. Where am I gonna be when this podcast comes out? I'm gonna be at the Northeast Hockey Expo, heading to the Northeast Hockey Expo in Worcester, Massachusetts, which I'm gonna say the whole
Nice.
first day because well, my mom's British, but and I know it's Worcester, but it's just funny to call it Worcester.
Yeah.
But the hope, dude. I mean, like we know our numbers. We know blind people are 1 in 1,000, and we know there's a lot of hockey players in New England. Like they're there. We just got to find them, and that's the hope. They say there's going to be 4 to 5 thousand people there. So for blind people,
Yeah. No,
but
that'd be
there could be a
awesome.
blind dad, blind mom, blind brother, blind sister. Um,
Yeah.
a kid playing that's losing his vision. You never know. But
You
then
never
again,
know,
you have
man.
the ones that are adjacent there. So like that's the hope.
Okay.
But you never know. You never know who you pull out. Oh, here's your 5th player. You guys get Quinn.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
Keith. You don't need to play anymore.
Keith can play goalie.
Keith. Well, I'm sure Shanley will play goalie for you.
Coach, you can be Keith. You can be on the bench and you can yell. You can be my
Yes,
cheerleader.
yes, Coach Hollywood.
Coach Charlie, he'll like that.
Oh, by the way, since we went off on a tangent, I'm reading you a text, and this text needs to be read before this episode because I did try to start filling in a little bit of dead space when I thought people were going to answer, but there's definitely a text. Um, uh, Try to bring it back to the showdown. We veered drastically off course.
Who texted that?
Who do you think?
Drew?
Yeah.
Is he here?
No, 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 no. Yesterday.
Aha!
Uh, so I was thinking, as we were kind of veering off course, but we were like, still this was on topic as it is an event that's hopefully coming up. So like, if you guys are interested, I know I reached out to a couple of the Boston people, but the hope is, and I'm going to reach out to the Devils tomorrow, that we can get an event around that Boston weekend, because that's a like we did with the DC event. It was so much easier because, like I said, we're the Northeast Corridor team. Like it whether it's a van or hopping on Amtrak, it's a pretty easy way to get from DC to Boston.
Yeah.
Just that general area. Up to Philly to New York to Boston, just that whole area. Um and yeah, while we're talking about events, the Blind Hockey Classic is in Jersey. I will not say it's in Philly. I'm sorry, geographic it is at the Flyers practice facility in Voorhees, New Jersey. But in the most special part is that it's Johnny Gaudreau's home rink. And that is we are being I know that the Gaudreaus are involved in the event, which is awesome. But that's the special part about it, is that that's the rink that Johnny grew up at. It's the event that originally the Philly team had some of their practices at before they moved all the way into Pennsylvania, and that's far away. But yeah, it is the weekend before Thanksgiving. The Blind Hockey Classic's always a good time. It is quote unquote in Philly, but without air quotes in Jersey. Uh, but yeah, I mean, the showdown was a blast again. I mean, all you have to do is watch the video. Dirk, it's so clear you might be able to see it. Like no, but I hats off to Corey, because so number one, there was no netting in this rink. So
Okay.
like where they were, there was no netting to shoot through, so it really helped the video quality. But like Corey and what he does in his daily job, stuff like this, the quality was through the roof. It was if you want to go in and watch the showdown, we are scheduling it for next year already. It's going to be one of those mid weekends in July. If you are a hockey team, if you are a beer league team that travels and plays tournaments, we are opening it up to a charity tournament also next year. So if you want to pencil in those 2 weekends, we will be working with the rink to figure out our best schedule. And the NFB and the ACB convention to figure out our best schedule. But yeah, man, I'm so glad you're going to be going back to the showdown next year, Dirk.
Yeah, can't wait, dude. Yeah, I'll have a big boy job and I'll be able to be able to afford to go back and play hockey again. It'll be great.
Well, you know what? At that point, why don't we pencil four people coming to the showdown then?
All right.
Three players, and a Karsten.
Anna Carson.
I mean, but
Nice.
like, I philosophically, Killian, dude, like, we're inclusive, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would we not, until he starts beating the crap out of everybody, which
Yeah, yeah.
he's a Morgan.
He's not well, he's not there yet. I haven't taught him that yet.
Dirk, it's in your blood.
It's in the blood.
I'm pretty sure you didn't teach all this to Sitska. It's in there too.
I don't know.
You
She was yeah,
you
she was born with most of it.
you just picked that out. Um, now, but I mean, yeah, the showdown was a blast. Edge Ice Arena was amazing. Um, everything was great, and it's only up from here.
Yeah, no, it sounded like it was a great event and I really enjoyed sitting down with you and we had Owen, Alex Capasaurus. Oh God, who else? Gary?
Gary was there, yeah.
Gary, and then who else? Was there another one?
Uh, Gary was there. Nick and Brady hopped on.
No, I'm sorry, Nick and Brady. I can't forget how can I forget Nick and Brady? But I really enjoyed sitting down with all you guys and and I hope everybody enjoys the interview too and yeah, I hope everybody likes what we had to talk about. It was a good time. Cool. Well, it's awesome to have everybody here together. Thank you guys for joining us. So let's break it down. Tell me what happened this weekend, guys. I wasn't there for the Windy City Showdown. What was your guys' first impressions like? Was it some of this guys was your first time coming, right? Some of you guys
Yes,
first,
yes.
yeah,
We
yeah,
had a great time. Got to skate a lot, met some new players. We they had a really enjoyable time.
Nice.
You got all the old guys on here that
Yeah,
survived the weekend with all that skating too. So
that's good.
yeah,
Yeah, always good to hear Alex on here.
Yeah. Well, I ended
Well,
up skating 7 games. Some of you guys skated 8. We had to leave early, and that was a lot. That was a lot of skating.
yeah, 7. It's a lot of games. And so
Yeah.
how that was just so what was your first impression the first time you got on the ice? Was it what you expected or was it
Well, I had skated at this is my first Windy City one. I had skated at the
Oh, okay.
Hendy.
Oh,
Um,
you were at the Hendy. Yeah, okay, yeah.
yeah,
That
and
was your
then
first one.
also at the Toronto one.
Oh,
So
nice. Oh, so
so I
you're
was
already a veteran then, yeah.
a lot more at ease getting on the ice than the first couple times. But it was nice to meet some new people, expanding some more people out there. They seemed to have a good time.
Yeah.
Everyone, the uh, the bus ride was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That like kind of a big limo or whatever, the big TV in there. That was wild.
Nice.
I know Sunday morning we were on our way to the game, and they put one of our first games on the TV. So we were watching the game as we were heading over to the rink.
Oh, that's super cool.
That was wild.
Yeah.
I mean, so
Nice.
that started as I was trying to work with churches to get church fans, and the timing didn't work with them. And then like 2 weeks before, Josh and I turned to Turo, and the options were a 12-passenger van or a 12-passenger party bus for the same price. And
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the decision makes itself.
Oh
Yes, for
yeah.
sure.
I mean, and like I looked at the guy and I was like, "Hey, we'll be back next year." I was like, "This was awesome." I mean, if you think about it, you were in there when I stood the whole time, and Corey's like, "You were standing," and I was like, "Corey, you drove beautifully. I hardly was holding on." And he's like, "That wasn't safe." I go, "Dude, if we need to pack 16 people in there, we're
Yeah.
packing 16 people in there." And I was like, "What I'm saying is, we can safely pack 16 people in there."
Hmm.
We managed to get
Nice.
not only a lot of people, but also a lot of gear in that van.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then we also had the Minnesota Wild trailer that we could throw all the equipment in. So I mean, but that's really it's a testament to all the people in our community, how we all, and you guys see it is just a community where we help each other out, especially those with driver's licenses.
Yeah.
It really does help.
Oh yeah.
So did you get on the ice? I don't know even know. Were you on the ice or no? Or were you too busy planning everything?
Yeah, no, I was on the ice for
Nice.
4. I think I got a
Nice.
4 in the weekend.
Okay.
Um,
That's plenty of skating for a 40-year-old something.
whoa. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet.
Okay. Well, we're getting
Not there
close.
yet. Yeah, I'm very close, but I'm not there yet.
Dirk's
No,
not very
Building up.
good. Dirk's not very good with ages, I think.
No,
Yeah.
still a kid at heart.
No, I think this is a cool next step for what we hope the showdown will be. Um, we're gonna start putting out our information a lot earlier and really trying to grow the what Josh, would that be the inclusion part, the charity aspect of it, with sighted teams playing to help fundraise for the blind community for the season. Um, we got to play with the Chicago Pride, which was really fun. I definitely think they were a lot faster than we were expecting when we first got out there. But it was really good competition, and they're good sports about it. Some of them wore goggles, which was cool. And I
Yeah,
think their goalie put a blindfold on.
really.
yeah.
Yeah.
When they
That's
That's
go,
the
cool.
highlight of the weekend where their players just left him hanging to dry because somehow he was outside of the net, right? He didn't know where the net was, so I thought he
Oh
was going to
no.
play the puck, but no, he just was stranded out there. Like they
Oh no.
had to coax him back into the net. That
And
was
think about it, you can't. It's not like you can cheat with when you got your helmet on and your shades on. Like you'd have to take your helmet off
Yeah.
and in order to cheat. That's great.
And
Yeah, but
especially as a goalie, that's a really bad idea.
Yeah, no, you don't. Yeah, nope. Even a goalie that's not used to being blindfolded, he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna have to hope my teammates get back here in time.
yeah,
I
and
think
I
he
mean, I
stood
think that
up. That's
the
what he did. He stood up, right? Then to being down on the floor. This is what it was told to me, that he stood up and they drifted away from the net, right? Somehow, and he
Oh,
couldn't
yeah,
find his way back.
oh,
Uh,
because when you're in a hockey stance, you kind of, if you lean at all, like you'll start to kind of drift ahead a little bit. Yeah, I see. And then he couldn't figure out how to get back.
he started heading towards the corner. Let's put it
Yeah.
that
Okay.
way, right?
Huh.
He
I
was
was saying,
also
shoot! Somebody put the puck in the net.
during warm-ups when he was skating, he was also very evident that he was a very good skater. So I'm sure in his sighted league, he's very used to playing the puck in the corner.
Yeah,
And he just kind of started off that way and
and then
just didn't get
realize what a
back.
mistake he made. Yeah,
Yep.
it's a little bit harder to get back than he thought. Yeah.
But Derek, another I'll get, I guess, give an Ironman award. What has to be to Mark, who comes in on the red eye to coming in hot on Friday from Arizona, and then basically comes right comes right to the rink, and until you see the schedule, you have back-to-back games. There's no break, so you start off with the Pride game, and then you go into the blind hockey game. I don't know if he actually made the Pride game. Maybe he didn't make the Pride game, but still, he got to the rink.
Either way, yeah, that's
Right.
hats off to him.
Oh yeah, that was Gary.
Oh, was it Gary?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got it mixed up. Sorry, Gary.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Gary. Okay.
I was pretty done by the end of that night.
I bet.
I did make it to both, played in both games, and man, by the end of that, I wanted to find food and sleep.
I'm sure. Yeah. In that order too, I imagine.
Mhm.
So the competition was good with the Pride. How was the competition with on the blind for the in the blind tournament?
I think they were pretty evenly matched,
Yeah.
right?
Good.
I don't. Okay, Alex was a monster.
Well, he always is. You just gotta.
No, Dirk. Alex was a problem the
Yeah.
entire weekend.
Yeah.
Like from start to finish, Alex was a problem for whatever team was playing against him.
Every
To the
time.
to the point that unfortunately Luke got hurt. So we had to even up the team somehow. And I was like, well, we'll take Alex then because, we lost Luke. We need our guy, to help us out. And like, he's not going to be that much of a difference maker. And then Alex was a problem for the other team for the rest of the weekend.
So Alex was the jerk for the weekend, huh? You get to be the. That's great. Alex switching sides. It's always fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I loved it. I didn't hear about this whole thing. I just started hearing from others, right? And then nobody really told me until before the game. And we're like, then the jokes started. Okay, what was the deal? Like that you got we traded you for future considerations. I go, oh, great. So you guys gave up a lot, right?
Hey, it was a deal of the century for me.
It was
The
a
best GM in the
couple
world.
slices of pizza.
Yeah.
All's well that end well, Drew.
The GM.
Yeah, that's what I say. No, but I do think that the competition was good on all the way around. I mean, and you guys can let me know if that was wrong because that's part of it too. Like getting feedback from you guys about balance and all that is always important to hear. But I never really thought that I feel like one team blew out the other one game, then the other team kind of got blown out the next game. So like it felt even.
Yeah, it was probably just the way the teams were playing. You know what I mean? Strategies and different. One team.
My recollection was yellow was storming on black. Or no, wait, did I start on black? Yeah, I started on black. So I thought we were like really clicking. It was great playing with Chesro and everybody else on the team. And then it was even fun, like how we would have to go on to the third line with the the other players from the development or white division, right? So now you're rolling right into those lines and then just always trying to facilitate and get the pucks. Like I forget the girl's name from Minnesota. That was
Oh, that was Sam.
Sam. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, she was like she would just go head up ice, and I was like always trying to figure out how I could get the puck. And I was thinking if she just gets it on net, right? And then
Yeah.
inevitably, it would just miss by a minute. But the most one person I was impressed with skating was with is it I might say her name wrong. She was on the yellow team. Bonnie? Is it Bonnie?
Donnie.
Donnie.
Donnie. Yeah. Oh my, she is such a great skater, and she has the vision of Kevin Brown.
Oh,
Right.
wow. Yeah.
Right. She is just like such a great skater out there, but I would always just want to make sure I have like an eye for her because she could get up momentum and
Yeah.
then literally crash into somebody because no, she wouldn't be able to see it, but she always would find her way back to the bench too. So I was always asking her like, have you learned like some stuff like Kevin, like echolocation or something? Because when you're on the ice, you're not drifting from your position.
Donnie the
Yeah.
dozer.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's my problem. I know where the bench is and I know where the other net is and my net is, but anything in between is
Yeah.
fair game.
It was great to play with the goalie monster too. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I
She's a
learned
riot.
like she likes to, I guess at some point when play stopped or something, right? I don't know if you guys noticed too. She would like to do a lot of stick tapping, right? Kind of to start like the chants that you would hear from in hockey. So I started hitting my stick back, and suddenly we're communicating. Right back, like she would hear that and then start it again, and I would start it, and we'd go back and forth. So it's good. And it was always great to see the Hatfields there as well, and skate with Brady, Mr. Always Positive, no matter what the score is.
He's turning down coming on the podcast tonight because he's getting ready for his true first day of work tomorrow at the hockey rink. So
Oh, nice.
Nice. I bet he's
maybe he'll
excited.
come in for a guest appearance.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to come in then.
Okay, I'm sorry, he's coming.
Yeah,
Oh,
even
Coming in
Owen's
hot,
here.
guys. He's coming in hot. That's
Brady,
right.
come on over.
Okay.
Hey, Brady.
Brady.
Say hi, guys.
How's it going?
How's it
Good.
going, Brady?
I'm enjoying things.
So on the screen is Alex, Josh, Gary, Mark, Dirk, Owen, and Drew.
Okay.
So what's your new job there at the hockey rink?
So it's actually at the Hat Trick Hockey store in Albertville is where it is.
Oh, okay.
Customer service, and he's the one who's going to get us some really good deals.
Yep.
Nice.
That's
Excellent.
great.
Thank you very much.
Just be your happy self. You'll help a lot of people that way.
Thank you very much.
Well, the owner or the managing partner is actually pretty excited because he's like, we don't get too many 16, 17, 18-year-olds that come in here and have like the people skills. Like they don't know how to talk to people. They don't know how to treat people. They're kind of always grumpy or they're a little shy or anxious. They just don't have those people skills.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't have to worry about that with Brady. So he's like, that's actually a lot easier. It's a lot easier to teach the technical things about hockey equipment and things like that. And so we're just looking forward to Brady kind of interacting with people, which he loves to do, and then combining that with the hockey and helping out our programs. The store gives a discount to any of the players in that are in our disabled section. So they really are very philanthropic and have helped us out a lot. And so we're excited to bring that on and hopefully as a new sponsor as well. So
Awesome.
Very cool.
Wow. Great. How far is it from the rink? Like, is it like
it's built in.
It's built in.
Nice.
Wait, no, the Super 8 rinks. That's
Oh,
Super
yeah,
rink.
it's about so the new store is about a half an hour from where we live, and it's about another half an hour to the super rink.
oh, so it's in the
Okay.
middle. Is it like in the
Everything's
middle?
30 miles, yeah.
Okay, so not a rink that not a store that we would visit when we're out there.
No.
Yeah.
Well, if we got the bus, somebody can drive us.
There we go.
Party bus. There you go.
Gosh. He's working on it. He's muted.
Yeah.
If only we can mute Josh all the time.
Nice. Oh, that's
That would be
awesome.
nice.
Oh, there goes Owen.
Man,
Right?
that's what I get her trying to eat cookies during a podcast. The party bus is in Chicago, everybody.
Man, the
I'm
gloves
sure-
are
I'm
off,
sure we could-
boys.
I'm sure we could find a hockey themed party bus in Minnesota.
100%.
I would bet we could.
I want to rent one of those fishing campers that I saw from that
Oh, ice
there
castles?
that one
Yeah.
time. That's what I want. Like the next time, instead of staying in the dorms, I'll stay in one of those.
We should do a pondy ice hockey event and get a bunch of those ice castles lined up around it for the warming houses. When Josh and Dirk were here for World Juniors,
Yeah.
that's what we got changed in was an ice castle. They had them
Oh,
sitting
is that
outside.
what those are?
Yeah, that's what that was.
That wasn't bad. I mean, like, what do they technically sleep? 3?
Yeah, 3 to 6, yeah.
Mm.
You sleep 6 in there?
Yeah, yeah, my brother-in-law's got one that sleeps 8.
Dang.
Oh no, but like the one that we were in.
Yeah, maybe 6.
Okay.
Not comfortably, but
Not 5 or
Depends
6.
how close you want to get.
Yeah, exactly. Six like Gumby.
The pride
Now
team could
we're
fit 12.
now we're showing our age.
Yeah.
You could
But-
fit 15 Owens in there then.
I still think
Going more 20, but like,
I mean, I know you
man.
guys do like Dog Nation and stuff, but man, would it be fun to have our group do a cool pondy.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, and I don't ask them to do stuff. They were the two connections we have are isn't Jan Heda up by you now?
Jan Heda, yeah.
Yes, and it was Yanni that did the Pondy with that brought Dog Nation up to Minnesota to do the pond hockey tournament for what's his name?
Ethan.
Ethan, thank you. And I mean, and remember that the next time we went to the dog bowl, I was like, Marty, do you have any extra players? And they're like, well, you remember that kid whose pond hockey tournament you went to? His brother wants to play, so his brother's played with us twice. So that, like, if there's pieces together, obviously not this winter, but maybe next winter. Like, if you had, I think the win for all of us would be if we can get free accommodations, or like that piece of it. But yeah, no, the pieces are there to do something like that.
I mean, there's a lake up in Colorado that has a whole ice rink. Like they put up boards and everything, and it's next to a hotel.
Nice.
Oh, that'd be
That's
sweet.
cool.
Yeah, and Dan lives 10, 20 minutes away.
Okay.
Oh, so up by him. Yeah, so the first one we did was up in where was it? Drew. Silverthorne.
Oh, Lake Dillon?
Yeah, buddy, you probably know better than I do, but that's where it was. It was so far up there. But that's kind of where, like, that was kind of the idea. It was just a frozen lake, and that's the first time we did Pondy. And
I mean, they
did
have a Zamboni, they have boards, they have everything.
Oh no, this was just a bunch. This was a bunch of pond hockey going on at once. But oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
No, but see, here's the difference. That might actually work out a lot better for blind hockey, because I'm famous for tripping over the little 2x4s that are on the edge of the rink.
I was told they have complete boards, and I mean, if it gets cold enough.
Well, I mean, up where you guys are, it definitely gets cold enough.
It did this year, not at all.
Oh, this year was crazy. I know.
Yeah.
Bet with DK Sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 1-800-MY-RESET. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, that text pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Void in Ontario. Event contract trading with DraftKings predictions involves risk of loss. Sportsbook bonus bets expire in 7 days. $50 in prediction Predictions dollars issued weekly for 3 weeks expire in 1 year. Redeem one non-withdrawable reward. Availability varies. Predictions offer void in New York. Ends June 28th. Terms at dkng.co/audio.
I mean,
I was skiing. I was snowboarding in Park City on my
like you're a
birthday.
snowboarder?
Yeah.
Ugh, boo.
Yeah.
Oh, boo.
Skier.
Yeah.
And
I'm
the
gonna try
same.
those
And,
new ski boots that I see everybody with the
Those
shorts.
look fun,
see, that is
too.
what I would do. That is what I would do. I would also probably kill myself in them, but that is what I would do.
I know
I
I'd
think
kill
they're called
myself on them.
skaboots.
Yeah.
Skaboots.
No, they're literally basically what it is. It is a ski boot with a ski that's just the size of the boot. So they're just skates.
They're skating down a mountain,
Essentially,
essentially.
you have a skate with a blade that's the size of your foot.
You can't go
So
fast at all.
They don't?
No, not at all. Because
Huh.
you're too worried about tipping over.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't
they're
know,
still
those guys
skates.
look
I've skated pretty fast downhill.
I mean,
Like,
that's
Pictures of
fair.
those guys
Yeah,
do.
you're
They
a
look pretty
rollerblader,
cool.
dude. You know you can get up there if you can get
Dude,
moving.
I want to get the the skis with wheels on the bottom.
Oh God.
Coast down a
It-
mountain. Oh, so sick.
Yeah. Oh, and
My
you're
dad said
gonna-
no.
I hope you have Adam's cat lives.
I mean, he fell on me. Does that transfer the cat lives?
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's probably one of them.
Maybe.
You
No,
survived.
Adam has been hit by a car like multiple times,
Yeah.
I mean,
no.
yeah.
and it kind of tracks with personality too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was going to ask
But-
Brady before he left to get it for. You don't have to bring him back, but it was going to be interesting to understand or hear from him what was his high point of the Windy City. This was his
High point.
first, was it?
His
Or
high
was
point is like literally always the same, and it's just getting to spend time with all of you guys.
Got it.
I mean,
Okay.
the community
yeah.
is the community.
Brady's the inspirational quote we need as a foundation. He's just the inspirational quote stream. You pull the string and you get exactly what you need around the holidays out of Brady.
I mean, the
But
hockey
it's
is
from the heart.
great, but it's the community.
It's from the heart. It's
Yeah.
and it's meant and true all the time.
Yeah.
I do want constructive criticism. That's going to be my project with Brady. Get constructive criticism for things that we do.
Good luck with that.
No, we'll let him give all the positive feedback all the time, and we'll give you constructive feedback elsewhere.
Oh, well, no, I'll get it from you guys.
Well, I'll
the
totally
project
tell
we
you
get
what
out of
you're
Brady.
doing wrong.
Oh yeah, that we know.
Yeah.
I thought the rink was great. The location was good. Closeness to O'Hara. I mean, the hotels were a couple miles, which wasn't horrible, but I never got to see that party inside of that party bus, but it looked pretty cool.
Sick.
It was
Yeah,
nice.
sounds
but
fun.
you were the hero with the
The
with
trailer.
the shuttle and the trailer.
The,
No, I
the
mean,
stolen trailer.
the stolen trailer. The hotel was great, weren't they? I mean, besides just the 6-hour overlap of us and the 3 tour buses, I mean, they were pretty accommodating. The pool was nice. And everybody
We
had
got trashed the first night we were there.
everybody had breakfast,
Yeah,
right?
but that didn't have anything to do with our group.
No, we
Oh,
did
yeah,
not throw
well,
the
yeah.
tables and chairs in there.
No, see, I will tell you that my 2 gripes with the rink, one is comical and one I learned the hard way. What started as a warning and just kind of ended up being a kind of a joke because it was the only thing we could actually gripe about was it was a wildly high step up and back down into the bench, which was
Yeah.
just kind of in the beginning a little shocking, and then very funny watching this one hop the boards to try to prove his manhood.
they go to
where
my
all
chest,
of us
but
old
I can
guys
do
are
it.
like, I'm not hopping the boards just because I don't want to deal with that high board.
Oh, Sunday morning after everybody was exhausted and seeing everybody fall over it. Oh, that was
Face
good.
planted once or twice.
I can
It
tell you
wasn't-
next year we're definitely grilling it up though. Between Steve and Mike Atkinson, and we're going to be bringing that grill in the trailer.
Well, I mean, he was. Oh, I do have a text. It said no. I thought he was going to be on. And it would have been awesome to have him on. And I'll use that with this one's the shout out. So, for those who don't know the actual Steve story that haven't heard this, it's hilarious. I got to reach out. I couldn't tell you his email, social media, or text, a phone call. It's this hockey dude in Georgia that wanted to support, love what we were doing, want to support what we were doing. And like the second contact, he's like, "Yeah, I'd love to come to your tournament and barbecue for you guys. No charge, just cook for you."
Wow.
And then like we're kind of getting into it and talking, and then he's like, "Hey, I was talking to my girlfriend, and she doesn't think if I'm playing I should barbecue." And I was like, "Dude, you're blind?" He's like, I didn't tell you that. And I mean, now that you've met Steve, it's kind of on personality. And I was like, no, because I would have been like, no, you're playing as opposed to barbecuing. And the other funny thing was that I was telling him, I'm like, hey, like I have two chefs for you that barbecue for us when we're in Minnesota all the time. You'll get some help. And I was actually thinking about that today. Like that's going to be the big one, is that he doesn't have to, he has the whole group of us to help him out. So yeah, that is definitely one of the ideas. I also was looking, and the pavilion they wanted to put us at was nice and far away. I looked at the map now that I'm planning for next year already. So
We
there's
just do
kind
it
of
in
like
the parking lot.
yeah, there's like an East Pavilion side, but hey, I mean, in all reality, like having people, there's going to be the games. We're going to have that rink going most of those days, especially on Saturday. So if we have a 3 or 4 hour block where we're grilling and we have no games and it's just charity games, I mean, like I'm sure we could be grilling at, out. I'm sure they wouldn't have a problem with us grilling outside.
Actually, I already found a solution right next door to it on I think it's considered the west side of it. There's a parking lot. They actually had a car show there on Sunday. We're grilling there.
Nice.
Okay, problem solved. There you go. No, I
Boom.
actually did see that on the map, and I was like, west side, east side. But yeah, I mean, and a shout out to the rink. In all reality, I mean, top to bottom, and Drew can attest, they've been great. Well, for the cost they gave us in the beginning to the accessibility they gave us. Corey is busy. But the second that they gave us access to everything. And I mean, just the whole weekend, we were what they wanted to do. They wanted to support us, and it was obvious. It was obvious they were happy for us to be there. It was obvious they enjoyed us being there. So yeah, I think, and for those of you that were at previous events at Fifth Third, I mean, I think the vibe was just a little bit different. And I think it was kind of more of a homey vibe that we've had. But I think this is really a place that we want to call home for the future.
I have a question, thinking about where you're doing, you did with the Pride Games, but are there local chapters inside of Chicago or in Illinois for, let's say, deaf hockey or amputee hockey, something like that?
I
So,
say deaf versus blind game.
yeah,
The problem with
I was
deaf,
thinking.
the problem with deaf guys, and man, this is going recording. In hockey, they're not really disabled. I mean,
That's
let's
fair.
be honest. Some of us don't talk, and we're blind.
I use noting.
In all reality, and I say that half joking, and here's I won't go on a Josh Long story, but real short story. The first year we billeted with the junior team here, and we did a Thanksgiving party for football, and the goalie's telling a story about how he took a swing with his stick at one of his defensemen, and he just goes, "You don't mess with my disability." And the second he said that, my billet, who's the I think it was the captain of the team, alternate of the team, looks me dead in the eye, and he's like, I'm like, what? So it turns out, and the guy keeps talking, and it's obvious he's deaf. And then everybody, half the team knows three-quarters of the teams eat in my house. They know who I am. So I bring it up, and he's like, "Well, I'm not deaf." And I was like, "I get how you feel about it, but you play junior hockey, dude. You'd be on Team USA or in Team USA camps no matter what." And for those of us that play hockey our whole life and don't make that transition, and those of you who have recently, it's not as much identifying with blind as seeing that as your community, where you could play, where you guys know, and I mean Steve said it best, and a couple of other people. It's just you're not trying to keep up and trying to make sure you're not being that blind guy, as opposed to you're just there now. Whereas in deaf hockey, he could, as a goalie especially, he can make that transition like nothing. So, what you're saying, we definitely were looking into it. Amputee, there is a Team USA, and that's about it. There's guys all over. There's a guy in South Jersey, and the reason I'm saying that is I'm trying to get him there I'm going to try to get him there during the Blind Hockey Classic to do something, skate with me at some point, skate with us at some point somehow.
So really quick question. Is the goal to bring in other teams, either other teams with disabilities or other teams just kind of in more of a have them pay to play and do have them have a couple of games round robin and then everybody plays against the blind hockey team once instead of playing the same? We played Pride 4 times, but like if you had 4 teams, you could play each of those teams once.
No,
is that kind of what the goal is?
Yes, in a general 30,000-foot level, yes, there would be a charity arm that has different divisions. So we'd have copper, bronze, silver, whatever, and 4 teams in each division. You play 4 games guaranteed over the weekend. So 1 game against each other team, and then you have either a consolation or a championship game. All fundraising efforts from the event go towards supporting other events across the country during the year. If players need equipment and support or travel support, really it's kind of we're going to be coming up with different avenues and options for players to get the support that they may not be able to find elsewhere, because we do recognize that there are very few specific blind sports grants out there. So, if we can help players get into the sport or whatever we may need to do, like that's the end goal of the tournament, is to fundraise that for the year. That being said, we will have a blind division that will hopefully comprise of a Dented Puck team, Chicago Pride, Chicago Warrior, and then Hockey Heels from St. Louis, which is a team that's also associated with Dog Nation. As like we're going to play with the blind puck, have a fun, like just friendly competition with people that we know. And hopefully as we grow those, bonds, they'll be more willing to use the goggles. So maybe instead of the 2 that wore them this year, we'll have a whole line that wears them next year, and so on, so we can have people have that experience and see what it's like.
I was in the locker room with my team last Sunday, and I brought it up again playing, and I had 10 of the 12 guys that were there were all like, absolutely, we'll wear goggles, we'll play. They said, we just don't want to be completely blindfolded. I was like, well, no, the only one that gets completely blindfolded is the goalie. So
yeah.
And goalies are stupid, so they'll do it.
Well, we all loved it because our goalie is a player who could probably walk on to most juniors team. He's a little bit older now, but he's skilled enough to walk on to most juniors teams at this point as a skater. But he plays goalie with us because his wife plays on our team. So we all have a lot of fun because he's not a great goalie, but the minute he skates out, we're all in trouble.
Mm-hmm. So I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, let me tell you, the only other gripe I do have is closing my eyes in net. And that's the only other thing I will tell you about that net, about that rink. It was silent. It was silent when I could not hear. So everything was so loud that you couldn't hear that puck until it was behind the net. Like you could hear it when it was in the corners. You could hear it when it was along the boards, but while it was in the middle of the ice, it was definitely a little quiet. So that's that's just a note to our players. We got to be talking to our goalies because I remember. I will tell you the one. So after I actually got my legs under me in net. I skated past center ice, and everyone was there knows I said I'm shutting you guys out. And I made the honest decision. I closed my eyes a second. I squared up to when you guys got cross center, but I closed my eyes and like I could not hear that thing coming. You passed it. When you made a pass, I could hear it. But after that, the second, if you watch a hockey movie, with the second the shot goes and it's like silence, that's exactly what it was. Like 3 or 4 of them, just dead silence. And I remember the one Ashley scored because I skate past center and Gary goes, "Hey, I'm gonna put it in your glove. You better windmill it." And I was like, if I know and I think I hear it's going to that side, I'm windmilling anything. I kind of had it set up.
I put one high and hard at you.
It was but that was the thing. I wasn't hearing them come off a stick. It was just like I would know that a shot was coming when I hear silence. The opposite of what should happen. But there was one, and I'm like, all right, I know the puck's on my left. I'm gonna bait him. I got him, and I'm hoping it's one of you guys who's gonna go top glove because I gave you that that pretty square that's just so juicy you want to hit, and like. I hear the puck and it's just to the left of kind of like the bottom of the circle on that left side to my goalie left, and like I know the spot that I gave, and I just hear silence, and in my head going, "Do it, do it, do it, do it," and I didn't do it, and I hear celebration, and I'm like, "Oh," and I go, I don't know what ref it was, but I was like, "Where'd that go?" And he goes, "Right above your glove," and I was like, oh. Come on. I go, what number was it? And I'm going, don't tell me it wasn't Gary. Tell me it wasn't Gary. Tell me it wasn't Gary. It was 23. And I was like, oh, that might even be worse. I'm going to hear about that one. But it really was like, that was the one thing. And that was the joke was that the gripe was that it was just really high getting into the benches. But that's the only thing that I would say is a little bit of a problem. But with us talking to the goalies, it's not an issue. But it really did get completely silent when somebody shot the puck. So it was literally more like a movie than just trying to figure out where you're hearing the sound from. Just dead silence. But yeah, I was dying to windmill anybody at that point.
Mm. Well, I was impressed though that we played so well against the Pride, since most of them didn't wear the blinders, and they had been together for years, and we kind of held it pretty close on most of the games.
I don't know if they let up because it was always strange. It's like they would jump into this huge lead in the first period, like every game. When I went back and looked, I think it was all 3 games they were up by 4 goals in the first, and then somehow we would just claw back. We never really, I think 2 of the games were just one goal games or a couple of goal games out there. But yeah,
they
I don't know.
They did a great job of being really good sports. Like there was a few times in the one game I didn't play where they'd have somebody sitting right in the slot. The puck would come to them. We wouldn't have anybody in front of them. And instead of just teeing off and, sending one at the goalie really hard, they would make the extra pass and make sure that they, that everybody was in the play. And there were a few times I was sitting there going, oh, poor Robbie. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And I think at one time in the first game I got confused, because I go, why didn't he shoot? Because they were told at that point, because he started getting an early lead, 2 passes. They had to make 2 passes instead of 1 pass before they get the pass whistle at one point, but then kind of evened out. But they were such good passers. Like they were looking to pass right immediately. Like they were hitting people cross ice right immediately and looking and hitting guys in motion. So at a while, I think I made a comment to someone at some point. if you want to feel what it feels like playing against Canada, Team Canada, this is it, right? That's like the way that they were moving the puck.
They did a great job of staying in formation, and then they had people slide through in the same patterns all the time, and they really watched for it. They did a great job of moving the puck. It was fun to watch and, fun to play against them, but it was at times a little bit frustrating because you knew where the pass was eventually going to go. You just couldn't get there.
Yeah. And that's our one downfall as blind guys playing against regular sighted teams is when they can move the puck, we just can't, our eyes, even though we know what's going to happen, like you said, our eyes just can't keep up with the shift we need to do. So good hockey players, we all know, when we had the vision or when our vision was better, or when we had the speed, we could make those holes and make those reads. I know I can make the reads if I can see them. I just can't see them. So like that was what was immediately obvious, is that they not only were good passers, but they had been playing together long enough that they knew where to look for each other. And that was just kind of the funny part of her downfall. And then their all-stars going to say something. Yeah, you. Owen, go ahead.
Oh, what? No, I wasn't going to say anything.
No, you popped up on my screen. I was like, I'm sure Owen's got a comment.
No, I was yawning, dude.
That's what
I slept 45 minutes last night.
Josh's speech.
I was waiting for it too.
So were there any funny moments, or what was some of your favorite moments? Anything funny or any pranks you guys played at the hotels? Anything? What was some of your favorite moments, guys?
Definitely beating up Owen after the last game.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that was not fun.
It was not fun.
Maybe
Dude,
not
my
for
gear
you.
was so wet for like 2 days, and then I went home and played roller hockey. That was fun.
Well, you don't need gear for that.
I play against 17-and-a-half-year-olds. I do need gear.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Talk about wet gear. The line of the weekend. After Robbie doesn't play, I'm throwing the gear on. After I have to change real quick between games. I'm throwing the gear on. I put his shoulder pads on. I'm just like, oh. And he looks at me dead in the face. He goes, "Is that wet?" And I don't know who was next to me. They're like, "Don't kill him. Just don't kill him."
Don't kill him.
It was so disgusting. I mean, it was like 8 games on that thing. Disgusting. Talking about wet equipment.
I think, Dirk, you could call it funny, but, leaving the blind guy behind on the party bus, right?
Yeah, dude, my mom had to pick you up.
Yeah, well,
you got left behind.
My mom's the only good person in this group.
Oh, hey, I wasn't there, Owen.
Listen.
Yeah.
I talked to the Beck. Are you going on the bus? Yeah. You know when the bus is leaving? No, we're right here. Okay, I'm just going up to get my bag with my son. Don't leave us on the bus. I come out in the front. I go, where is everybody? I don't know. We're over there. They're halfway gone over there, you think. But then, here, I think they would have noticed Alex and Agassi are not on the bus, Josh, or somebody, organizers, do some head count. Nope, we get left. And it was like, I think that happened twice, but we were getting, at least we found rides. But
well, I think the bus driver had said he wanted to go, and then he said, "I'll come back again," to get whoever. And then I think when we got there, he said, no, he wasn't going back. And it's like, well, there's people back there.
By the time we got there, Lauren said that she would come back and grab them, but Lauren hadn't gotten there yet. So that's why he wasn't going to go back. And that's why, that was the long ordeal that it was.
Okay.
Yeah. That was the fun part, or funny part, if you want to call it comedy on there.
Fun for everyone except for you.
Hey, I fed everybody right before the game. The food time was epic. Should have been there an hour earlier.
Yeah, good job. You gave me greasy pizza 2 minutes before we played.
Hey, I offered. You ate the pizza, teenager.
Oh, I ate 3 of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you,
ate
And a
3 of
Sprite.
them, he says.
you and Kenny has those pizzas, and the only adult to have a slice of pizza was Robbie.
Dude, Kenny took one on the bench for warm-ups.
You guys are teenagers. You can stomach that literally.
My son
I've eaten
downed
way
like
worse
4
before
slices
games.
of pizza before the game. Like,
Yeah,
and
that
it
would
was
have been
like,
ugly.
What was Nick and Brady's favorite part?
yeah. Was it 4 pieces?
I think so.
Yeah, and then he was on the bench.
4.
It's like, Dad, I could feel something on my belly. Yeah, it's the 4 pizzas that you just ate. Suck it up.
Genius.
We need you.
We need you.
Yeah. That was one highlight for me is, I got to play with my son, right? We're in the Pride games, but then listening to the announcers after, like, I think it's Drew's wife, and I have to save some of the clips. Capacers to Capacers, goal!
Yeah.
So, like,
Classic.
Yeah. So that was fun. That was fun. I do still, though, missed, kind of disappointed you guys didn't have I was envious of last year when you had the skills competition. So it was.
Yeah, that was, I wish we had done that this year. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Maybe we could have did it for the practice, skills comp, right off the bat. Take some of the practice.
Right off
At end of the practice when we're all tired.
Yeah. See who's really got their skills with them.
I mean, that might be an idea for Thursday night.
That's something that's different. You don't have to do it for the whole thing. I still like the practice that you guys ran too, right? Especially for the battle drills or the other side, and splitting it up that way. That was just great just to get after traveling the day and just skating through and working out with those, right? I really didn't know how I was going to feel with the back-to-back games. But, surprisingly, it wasn't so bad at, playing. Because those guys, when you were underselling about the Pride team. Like,
they were. Let me tell you, I have played against a decent amount of Pride players, and they had 2 of the best Pride players I played against.
Yeah.
The one without the number was just dynamic.
Yeah.
And I mean, and Gary's favorite, number 99.
Ugh.
Do you know
Terrible
how hard
number.
it was to behave and not be overly aggressive just because that number there?
I felt that was the only real threat. Other than they all played as a unit very good, right?
Yeah, they were good hockey players. Was that
But
what that's what it was?
the dude who's, I guess it was a girl that transitioned into a dude, so basically even more impressive. Had to play somewhere, like, I don't know where they played growing up, but the speed and the engine on them.
Speed and intelligence, curling, and I mean, it was just creating space after creating space to the point where I'm like, I've played 2 games at every set. I don't have to get, because they were playing right wing, so it was me all the time. So
that was the one guy
I
said whenever we go on the ice, that's the guy you got to look for, because not only when he passes the puck, he's moving to get the puck.
Oh, great position to get that puck back.
Yeah. That was a really good player. Now, I don't know if everybody else and I don't know, did you guys get feedback from those that, obviously it's the goalie that wore the blindfold, but the other players that skated out, how'd they feel with not with the goggles?
I
mean, from what they said to us.
What, Drew?
Oh, sorry. I said I think there were only 2 that wore the goggles.
I think they might have passed it a couple times. I mean, for them, I think it was the experience. The ones that put the goggles on said, they really understood. And the goalie said something after the game, and my response to him was, "Dude, the greatest part that I saw was when you went to play the puck in the corner and they got lost."
Yeah.
But for them, it's a learning experience, and I mean, you don't even really need to put on the goggles to have the learning experience. The puck, the puck and playing against us is the learning experience. And I mean, I've also, there's also it's also a step. We've also, those of us that have played then lost and it's done it drastically. It's a massive difference for what you play and what you don't. I mean, I've told everybody the Rich story. Rich's first skate was about a year ago, and he was flying around the ice at the Prudential Center. And the guy who plays pro that was skating with us was like, "Is he blind?" I go, "Oh yeah, just wait for us to play twos or threes. He's gonna lose his mind." Because when you're just skating laps and there's only three or four other people on the ice, they're staying away from you too. So there's no variables. The second you throw in variables is when the blindness comes in. And I mean, I think the second, also on offense too, because on defense you're playing zone or kind of man. You know a lot more of what's going on. But the second he got that puck on his stick and people started moving, he was like, "Oh my God."
Man,
Because it's just a totally different perspective of it, and some people just it's a leap that some people aren't ready to make. We don't make that leap; it's made for us. But it's a bravery thing, and hockey players are tough, but it's a mental thing too.
Oh, and Dirk, I think one of the things that the highlight of the weekend, I don't think we talked about this one, Thursday coming in with the just the smog for the forest fires.
Dude, it was in the rink.
It was like everywhere.
Oh, yeah, right.
You couldn't get away from it, right? It was like so
Wow.
thick and stuff. It was like you could just taste the burnt wood, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awful. That's the fires from Canada that it's coming from?
I think
Yeah.
it was also
Dirk's-
Minnesota had a forest fires like right on the border too, so that all was
Mm.
going eastward. But it actually cleared up by Saturday. Saturday was actually pretty good.
And then Sunday it kind of came back
Mm.
a bit.
I guess I don't know. I didn't notice it so much on Sunday, but then I went right to the airport, so or
Yeah.
flying out. But yeah,
What about you, Drew? What was your favorite part?
When everybody left.
When
No,
it was
I think
over.
it was a good event. We try and learn from what we did the year before and the year before that. And so I think if you look at Showdown year one and you look at Showdown year four, we've definitely
Wrong.
grown, and I think we're a little still some hiccups, but running a much smoother ship.
Yeah.
Drew,
Yeah, no, it's a
it
good
was
time.
your
It's cool
GM. Okay,
Hmm?
your GM move trade of the weekend in the showdown. That was the highlight of the weekend.
Can we be honest? Like this was like a Gianni Infantino trade where he as the president of the organization traded a player to his own team for nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
I have no idea what you're talking about. I think that it was a fair trade across the board. We've got good relations with Team Black, and I think at the end of the day we came to an agreement that was mutually beneficial for both parties, and we were just happy to have Alex for the rest of the weekend. What can I say?
you were happy to not have to defend him, weren't you, Drew?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're a pain in the butt out. Yeah, when you came up to me and what was the last tournament? DC.
DC. That was fun.
You came up and you gave me a shove, and or maybe you didn't shove me. I don't know. You came up and started talking smack and then skated away, and I was like, "Who the heck is this guy?" Because I didn't. I'm like, because I hadn't clicked the voice to the. I'm like, and it wasn't until like a shift later, someone was like, "Dude, that was Alex," and I'm like, "Oh, that was Alex talking smack." Ah, okay. I'm like, I should have talked back.
Yeah. No, I did definitely push you on there, but just because I know you like the physical contact, but I did it.
Oh, you know how I like it. Yeah.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
Just got dark.
Hey, wait, PG. Keep it
He's
PG.
got dark.
On the ice, guys. Okay, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, even more dark now.
Oh, and earmuffs. Earmuffs.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like I missed a really good time. I'm sorry I missed it, guys.
It was fun. That was my first one. I would just say it was fun just to get out there. I love Chicago. I hadn't been to Chicago in, I don't know, I think 2010 was my last time I was in Chicago. So I enjoyed it. We actually even got to go down. I had a cousin that lived like 5 minutes from the rink, and down there. And we actually Saturday night, after everything was done, we actually got with him and drove down to downtown, did a little tour down there, and went for some ice cream at this famous ice cream shop that
Rainbow cone?
What was it, Molly's? What was it, Molly's? Maggie's.
Yeah.
Maggie's. It was featured in The Bear. If you ever watched the series The Bear, like they would always go there. But this place, Maggie's or Margie's, I guess he was saying, but it was legit. It was great.
Nice.
We got to see a lot of downtown Chicago, personal like driving tour. But the best part was it was only 35 minutes drive down there, no traffic on a Saturday night. I was like amazed.
The location was great overall. I mean, convenient to the airport, close to the rink, and then people who wanted to go downtown, it really wasn't that far. So that was, I mean, I really liked the location. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
Nice. No, it sounds like everybody had a great time, and yeah, like I wish I'd been able to come join you guys. But
I wish you would have been there. Yeah.
Next year after you get your big boy job, young man.
Yeah, as soon as I'm a big boy now.
Yeah.
But
There
no,
we are.
guys, this has been really fun, guys. I'm really glad that you guys all made the time to come on and talk about the Windy City Showdown and have a little chat with us. That was I had fun with you guys. But thank you guys for all coming on. And
Are you guys going to
Anytime.
do it the exact same weekend again? Like, are you guys already booked for those with the arena? Or are you guys
We're not booked, but I'll give you. I like the guy. He asked already, and I gave him the 2. But I'll tell you probably. I think it's probably going to have to be the 17th and 18th again. Because I think NFB goes to like the 6th or 7th, so we can't even. Like Drew and I would have to hop from one to the other, and Dirk. So
yeah,
The short answer is we are targeting middle of July. So we'll same general area, same rink. We'll work with the same hotel. But yeah, we got to figure out our full convention schedule for next year before we can set the dates for the showdown.
Well, as soon as you guys have the dates, make sure you let us know, because one, I want to come play. But 2, I'm going to see if I can't convince the guys that we do some travel tournaments with, see if we can get the team together to come up.
Okay, that'd be awesome.
Awesome, absolutely.
Awesome,
You
guys.
hear that, travel hockey teams? There you go. There's your invitation.
Awesome, guys.
For sure.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks again, guys, for all making the time to come on, and we'll see you guys at the next one.
All right. Thanks for having us.
Thank you, guys.
See it.